Just breaking tonight, a sentence of life in prison without parole for the Michigan teenager convicted of killing 4 students in a mass shooting at his high school when he was just 15. The sentence for Ethan Crumbley was handed down near the end of a raw and emotion-packed hearing, where victims, family members, and others impacted by the shooting poured their hearts out before the court about who and what they lost. Crumbley himself telling the court, "I couldn't stop myself. I am a really bad person." His sentencing coming just days after the deadly shooting at UNLV. As that campus mourns, today's hearing in Michigan reminding that the emotional trauma of mass gun violence lingers long after the shooting stops. Maggie Vespa tonight on a painful day in court.
The terror that he caused in the state of Michigan and in Oxford is a true act of terrorism.
Tonight in Michigan, a 17-year-old mass shooter handed the state's harshest possible punishment several times over.
Counts 2 through 5. The defendant shall serve the rest of his life without the possibility of parole.
In all, the judge issuing 5 life sentences without parole, including 1 for each of the 4 students murdered in 2021's Oxford High School massacre. This moments after Ethan Crumbley, who claims he struggled with mental health issues leading up to the shooting, asked the judge for an eventual chance at freedom.
I am a really bad person. I have done terrible things that no one should ever do, and I'm not denying it, but that's not who I plan on to be.
The court instead heeding the calls of dozens of families and victims. Nicole Beausoleil remembers denying her daughter Madison died until the medical examiner showed her the body.
I looked through the glass. My scream should have shattered it. My daughter's lifeless body was laying on a cold metal gurney.
Raina St. Juliana lost her little sister Hannah. The two had hoped to play lacrosse together.
Instead of speaking at her wedding, I spoke at her funeral. Instead of fishtailing her hair for a game, I curled her hair in a casket.
Kylie Osage was one of 7 wounded. A bullet grazed her spine.
It has been 738 days of constant physical and mental pain.
Some argued life in prison isn't enough.
So in lieu of execution, I'm going to ask you to lock this son of a up for the rest of his pathetic life.
Tonight, families surprised by a murderer's last-minute plea are moving forward.
It was a very unanimous feeling that it was insincere. We feel that justice is getting there.
And Maggie Vespa joins us now from Chicago. Maggie, the shooter's parents also face charges. Their trials are set to begin soon.
Yeah, Lester, that's right. Next month, James and Jennifer Crumbley each face charges of involuntary manslaughter after prosecutors say they bought their son a gun and ignored clear warning signs about his mental health. They've each pleaded not guilty.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.